Hi guys, it's Roxy Songbird. Today I'm going to show you how to make synthetic dreads to braid into your hair. This is what they look like. I've already done two. If you can see, they kind of taper at the end. I know it's kind of hard to see, but this is what they look like. And I will show you how to make them, so let's get started. Things that you will need synthetic hair. What I got was from an Ebony beauty supply, and it's called Kanekalon, 100% Kanekalon hair, and it looks like horsehair, and it looks like this. And when it comes in a package, it will be doubled over, so it will be twice that length. So what you want to do is cut it in half, unless you want really long dreads, like if you want super long dreads. But I'm just doing mine for fun, and this is how long they will be if you do the half. So what you do is, for me, I have to, since I have highlighted hair and light and dark to my hair, I have to combine a little bit of two colors. So I'm using this color, which is a very blonde, to match my highlighted color, and I use very little of it, and then I use this reddish blonde color. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a small section of it, and I'm going to take half as much as I would typically take for a single color, just because I'm using two colors to get the color I want. So of this color, I'm only going to take about this much, if you can see. And sometimes people think that you should take less than I'm taking because they don't want their dreads to be very big. But the thing is, we'll be kind of melting the hair onto itself, so it will shrink. And I'm taking about that much of the darker color. Now I'm just going to have it in two halves and put it together so that way they're even. And I'm just going to kind of pull it apart and put it together, just that way the colors mesh a little bit. It won't matter if I get it perfect, just because the hair is going to be combined together. We're going to twist it to get this really, really nice defined dread that you might not otherwise get in your natural hair, because sometimes natural hair doesn't loop right when you back comb it, and this is just a really fun way to do it. It doesn't damage your hair, and I can do a tutorial on how to braid these pieces into your hair. So now that I've got it mixed up a little bit, not very well, but that's okay, I'm going to go over to here, and I have a band right here, and this is just on my dresser, and I just took a headband, a stretchy headband, and cut it in half, one that I didn't wear, and I tied it on here. And make sure you have something that you will be able to slide these off at the end, because this is looped on here. If you see, like, it will slide. So you're going to start, and you have the hair like this, and you want to wrap it around so then you have two equal parts. Now I'm going to kind of mesh these together and split it off into three as if I were going to do a braid. Be sure not to pull too much, otherwise the pieces will become very uneven. Just try and separate it gently. And I do about 4 starts of the braid, so kind of gather the top part and do 1, 2, 3, and 4. And holding on to that, you are going to take a comb. Typically you should use a metal comb because the plastic will break off really easily, but I couldn't find one anywhere. So I'll be using this. It's kind of stiffer, and this isn't very fine tooth. I'm just using this to slide up the hair. So if you can see what I'm doing, I have those little pieces, and the reason I'm doing this is so that way that loop at the top where you will insert your own hair and braid it onto it will be tight and you won't have this big gap where you can tell that it's synthetic hair. So I'm just kind of backcombing it so that way it creates a knot, and you want to do that about 1 inch of the way down really thoroughly. So once you get it kind of generally with the bigger one, switch to a smaller one. I have this. Again, a metal one would work better, but then you're going to take this and just kind of keep going with it. And you're going to continue to backcomb all the way down the hair. And it does not have to be perfect by any means. I know that, I know the camera doesn't show it very well, what I'm doing, but I'm just kind of sliding down the comb on the hair to kind of knot it together. Occasionally, if you want to twist it and do it like that, then it works. I can use this side to also kind of slide it up if the hair's knotting a lot. And don't worry if it doesn't look perfect, because once you melt it together, it will look perfect. Like, it will seal itself, so everything, because obviously there's a big difference between this ratty mess here and this sealed one. So you're just going to rat it or tease it or backcomb it, whatever you want to call it. If you're from the 50s, then my mom calls it teasing it. But you're just going to do that all the way down the hair.